What is diplomacy? Diplomacy is representing your country, and it's a very interesting job because you represent the values of your country, could be many important things. For the UAE, it could be the tolerance, it could be your international cooperation, it could be your peace and your inspirations, innovations. All of that is part of your values. And I think you can do that through your political ties, you can do that through promoting investment, cultural exchange. I would love people to know more about the UAE and know the story of our country. Because when I go to an event and I say it's a young country but achieved a lot, I love, the reflection that I see in people. Wow. And they got inspired by the UAE and they want to learn about what we're doing, for example, in sustainability and environment.
Our first participation in an expo ever was in 1970. His Highness the late Sheikh Khalifa went there to represent Emirate of Abu Dhabi. So when we say we're going back to Osaka, we're not just going to Osaka, no, we're going back to where we started our first journey as a very humble pavilion, and it was only Abu Dhabi pavilion. We're coming now after hosting the largest expo and after having a successful expo in Dubai. We're coming back to where we started. So we're coming back strong, we're coming back as the UAE, and we want to showcase what we have for the future in terms of our values, in terms of showing what the UAE is.
I'm proud to represent my country. First of all, when I took the file of Ireland, I think the bilateral trade was 850 million US dollars. I remember that. Now going through the third year, we're heading towards 1.4 billion dollars. So that's the engagement. We make good trade, we make good connectivity. In addition, also we bond.
It's amazing. I'm so proud that the only international organization that is basically headquartered in the region is headquartered in the UAE, in Abu Dhabi, in Masdar City. And that is basically not a coincidence, because it's a global testimony of the important role that the UAE has always played in accelerating renewables on one side, but also advancing sustainable development around the world. By being here in the UAE, we are not only convening those international platforms for just the sake of it, but we are convening them because we want to ensure that we are always at the forefront of advancement of technologies.
For me as ambassador, when I explain the UAE, I explain the perfect society, the perfect leadership, the perfect country, right? We're talking about a leadership that actually work around the clock to promote stability in the region and beyond. We are the perfect examples for any good values, I would say, whether it's tolerance, whether it's credibility, whether it's community. So all this is really an important part of the story of the UAE. It's much easier to represent the UAE than any other country because you always have good story to tell.